Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jimmy, the Tennessee Prepper, and in today's video, I'm going to review the new Angel Studios movie, Homestead. So stay tuned, and I will try to keep it as spoiler-free as possible.
Hey, I'm here to tell you about Cherokee Graphics, where we bring your t-shirt dreams to life. With our original designs and custom options using heat transfer vinyl and screen printing, you can rock a one-of-a-kind look. Express yourself with style and quality that lasts. Cherokee Graphics, where your creativity meets our expertise. Check us out now. Use code PREPPER and receive a 10% discount on your order.
So this new movie called Homestead is being released by Angel Studios, and it's based on a book series called Black Autumn. And the two guys that wrote the series, I believe, own like a prepping company. So you'd think they would know subject matter pretty well. So when I bought my tickets to take my family to see it, I also received a download of the ebook for the first volume of the series. I started reading it to get prepared for the movie, and when I came to the point in the book where the bomb goes off, I was like, well, crap, this is going to happen in the movie, so I don't want to spoil anymore. So I stopped reading it. Now that I've watched the movie, I've started back to reading the book. And I must say, so far, the book and the movie go pretty close to each other. Um, so if you're fans of the books, I think as far as being true to the book, the movie did a pretty good job of that so far. If you're like me and you like to read, you usually hate it when you hear that one of your favorite series is being taken over by Hollywood because 9 times out of 10 they're going to screw it up. But so far, this one seems to be going along pretty well with the book. Um, in case you haven't seen the trailer, um, the premise is a nuclear bomb is set off in the port of Los Angeles. All hell breaks loose, and you follow along a couple of families as they're trying to make their way to what's known as the Homestead. The movie stars Neil McDonough as the rich prepper guy, Ian Ross, and Bailey Chase stars as Jeff, the ex Green Beret that takes his family there because he was offered a job by Ian to head up his security. Neil McDonough, great actor. You've probably seen him in a lot of things. He played Buck Compton in The Band of Brothers. He's had parts in Yellowstone, Justified, King of Tulsa. And like Jim Caviezel, another Angel Studios actor, he's a devout Christian. So there are things that he will not do. And as such, he's gotten blacklisted a lot from Hollywood. So if for no other reason, I wanted to go see it just to support him. Bailey Chase, he's probably known best for playing Branch on Longmire. I've seen him in a couple other things, but that's pretty much what I know him from. Uh, the actress that plays Ian's wife has been in a ton of Sheridan shows. She was in Yellowstone. She played the lawyer that Jamie hooked up with. She played 1923, or no, 1883 as Faith Hill's sister. So yeah, she's been in a lot of stuff. So the acting, you know, the cast was really good. Um, my overall opinion of the movie, I liked it. It was huge in prepping circles. Preppers were just hyping this up like crazy. Um, if you think that you're going to see a 2-hour instructional video on how to make a go bag, how to start fire without matches, that's not what this is. Um, this is more about the people, um, good people, bad people, the moral choices that you're going to have to make as believers where do you draw the line in protecting your family but helping your fellow man? So it brings up a lot of moral discussions. Um, I've heard some criticize the faith uh, storyline aspect of it. It's Angel Studios. Duh, what would you think you're going to go see? But what I like about this movie and Sound of Freedom was another Angel Studios release. What I like about these movies is yes, there's faith as an undercurrent, but it doesn't come across as preachy. So you could bring family. You know, we brought my 7-year-old niece to it. She handled it fine. Um, so being an Angel Studios release, you know that you're not going to have the nudity and the cussing and all of the crap that Hollywood likes to throw into a lot of movies. And there's going to be some faith aspect to it. Um, the way the movie ends, probably my one criticism is the way the movie ends. It ends right as it's starting to take off. But if you know going in that this is kind of just a way to get you to caring for the people, caring for the characters, invested in what's going on, and then they want to get you to subscribe to the Angel Guild, which is their streaming service, to watch the show as a series. So that part's just marketing sense, you know. Um, so I've heard some criticism about that, but I kind of knew that going in. At the end of the movie, one of the actors comes on and says, you know, thank you for coming to see it. Yeah, yeah. Puts a QR code on the screen. If you want to, you can pay it forward, buy some tickets for people that maybe can't afford to go see it but want to see it. And if you do that, then you get access to the first episode of the TV show. It was great marketing. No work on me. I just subscribed to the guild, so I've watched the first episode of the show, and one of the new characters that's introduced is clearly an atheist, and so she kind of pushes back on the faith a little bit, and so I respect that. Yes, this is a faith-based company. Their material is faith-based. It's family friendly, but it's not preachy, and they're willing to show both sides of the issue. Um, so that'll be interesting to see how the show goes forward. But yeah, I liked it. We'll see if the show continues the quality of the movie was. Um, it had its low points. There were certain things that Neil McDonald's character Ian does that kind of had me scratching my head. But I guess it makes it more interesting the fact that he's not perfect, that he didn't think of every single situation that could occur. If he did, it'd kind of be a boring movie. So by him having some uh, holes in his preps, it causes certain things to happen, and it makes the movie more interesting. But like I said, the overall feeling of the movie to me was kind of like with The Walking Dead. Um, on The Walking Dead, the zombies really aren't The Walking Dead. It's the people that are survivors. A lot of them are just Walking Dead. Um, and how people are the problem. And so this movie is kind of along the same vein as that. Um, you've got the main characters, and you know everybody comes to the homestead. You've got everybody that's already there. Everybody has jobs to do. They all have responsibilities. And then, of course, you have the people that show up wanting what you have. And there's the dilemma. As a believer, you want to help your fellow man, your neighbors, but you also have a responsibility to take care of your family. So, where do you draw that line? How do you balance those choices out? And then you've got those that just want to take your stuff. And that could go anywhere from your neighbors to the local bureaucrat. And so they do a good job of showing that. So overall, I liked it. The acting was really good. The scenery was freaking awesome. I don't know where they filmed this at. It's supposed to take place in the Rockies, so that could be multiple places. But the scenery is beautiful. Um, like I said, I took my whole family. We took my 7-year-old niece. There was nothing in it that she couldn't handle. Yes, there's a little bit of violence, but it's not a lot of gory, unnecessary crap. It's more of a psychological thriller suspense kind of thing. How are these people? You know, you got a bunch of strangers coming together. Some family, some friends, some don't even know each other. How do these people come together to survive? And we'll see, I guess, over the course of the show. But I would suggest go see it. What I do like about it, like I said, it's not preachy. It's not, you know, fully prep only stuff. So you can take friends, members of the family that really maybe aren't really that into prepping like mine are. Um, and maybe this will get them to thinking, what would we do if something like this happens? Get those conversations started. So I think the movie by itself can be enjoyed by everybody, preppers, non-preppers, Christians, non-Christians. A good movie should be appreciated by everybody, and I think, this one fits the bill. So, go see it while you can. Um, Thing with these independent movies that get released like this in Sound of Freedom is, once the box office numbers start to go down, the theaters don't hesitate to throw them in the trash and start on the next garbage from Hollywood. So I'll go ahead and go see it sooner rather than later. I'm sure it'll be available on Angel Studios streaming service eventually. Right now, it's not. I think they have like a little summary uh, video that you can watch, and then I believe there's 3 or 4 episodes of the series that have dropped so far. So it is going to be a drop, I think, once a week kind of deal. They're not releasing the whole series at once. One of the benefits of the $20 a month package or membership is you get access to all of their movies that they've done, which were a lot more than I realized. Um, there's even one that was produced by Sylvester Stallone called was it Lost in a Mountain Top in Maine or something like that, based on a true story. Sound Freedom, of course, is on there. So there's already a good library of family friendly, quality shot films. See, that's what I like about Angel Studios and the Daily Wire's doing movies now is we're getting an alternative to the Hollywood garbage. Used to faith-based films, they were just like really bad quality and cheesy, and you just it was like pulling nails out of your fingers to watch these things. But now we've got some actually good quality studios coming out with some great stuff. And we as Christians were always griping about Hollywood and the crap that they put out, and you can't even take your kids to an animated movie without being full of the LGBTQ stuff. And we have legitimate gripes. Well, on the converse side of that, when you do have good quality family friendly movies that are released, I believe we have a responsibility to support those. Because if we don't support them, they're not going to get made. And who knows, maybe, if the faith based films by these companies start to pull in some profits, maybe the dipsticks in Hollywood will kind of wake up and say, maybe there's a market there that we can appeal to. Maybe we need to start making some more movies along this line. I don't know, wishful thinking maybe, but like I said, when we do have good alternatives out there, we need to support those. So I would suggest to go watch the movie. If you've seen it, let me know what you think in the comments below. Maybe you liked it, maybe you didn't. Just put down there what your thoughts were. Um, Let me know if you want me to do a more in-depth review when the movie is available on streaming. Is this something that you would like me to do more of on the channel? Just let me know. Um, Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. And until next time, Proverbs 28:19, let's get started.